Is Angelina Jolie suing the FBI? Based off newly released court documents obtained by ET, it's a possibility. Here's what we know. A woman identified as Jane Doe is filing a suit against the FBI. She claims they're withholding information regarding their investigation into an incident of domestic violence on a private jet several years ago involving the plaintiff and her minor children as victims and witnesses. That incident coincides with the description of the altercation that led to Angelina and Brad Pitt's divorce in 2016. In the lawsuit that was filed on March 7th in 2022, Jane Doe says she has public status and wants to remain anonymous. And here are the details that are available. The suit says, several years ago, while Plaintiff, her then husband, and their children, who were all minors at the time, were traveling via private aircraft, the husband allegedly physically and verbally assaulted Plaintiff and the children. The documents go on to say, the FBI opened an investigation into the assault, but later, without advance notice to Plaintiff or her children, publicly announced it was closing its investigation of the incident without further action. Jane Doe has filed several requests to gain access to the FBI's investigative file in hopes of better understanding the FBI's investigation and obtaining information necessary for her children to receive medical care and trauma counseling. The plaintiff alleges that the responses she has received to her request are legally insufficient, so she's now suing the FBI for withholding the additional records. Jane Doe also sought to keep the case sealed and proceed under an alias to protect her public figure status and family. A judge has denied her request to seal the case, but granted her permission to remain as Jane Doe. The mystery plaintiff's high-powered attorney, Amanda Kramer, released a statement saying in part, victims and survivors should be able to access federal agency records of crimes they experienced or reported, as is common at the state level, so they can advocate for health and trauma care and legal protections for their children and themselves. Kramer goes on to say, our client has been seeking such records for years and has been stonewalled and has had to resort to court action to receive needed records. But a source familiar with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's long-standing custody battle over their 6 children tells ET Angelina has been given information regarding the investigation, saying the FBI investigated Brad in 2016 for the incident that took place on their private plane and found no wrongdoing, noting that both sides in the matter have been given information regarding the investigation. ET has reached out to reps for both Angelina and Brad for comment.
Well, we all have times in our lives where we feel broken.
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt split in 2016 after 2 years of marriage, citing irreconcilable differences. In 2021, when discussing her movie Those Who Wish Me Dead, the actress opened up to ET about her advice for regaining strength after feeling overwhelmed and broken for a period of time.
When you feel like you just want to kind of hide under the covers or you're not sure what you've got left in you, go somewhere, see what you got in you, put yourself against the elements or try something you've never tried and kind of try to rediscover that strength within.